Hello, my name is El-Khodary, and this is an updated portfolio of my recent works and pieces. I'm applying for this course as I believe it would help me understand the world of art and design in more depth, as well as influence others through my ideas and work. I believe this would help me excel in the design industry and develop my knowledge of art.
Furthermore, within the past 4 years, I have worked at an events organization in which I have participated part-time in, designing and allocating time for renovating interiors such as restaurants and social meeting points. And this has taught me about the challenges this industry faces, and this is definitely a career I want to pursue.
It's About to Go Down is the name of this painting. I know it's quite odd, however the meaning behind the painting fits its name. It may seem like an ordinary eye, however the contrast of the blood vessels and the iris portray a common symptom most adolescents have, and it's known as stress. It is this typical time of year where most college students stress prior to their exams. The blood vessels symbolize the stress and negativity of school and work. However, the iris symbolizes the beauty and accomplishments in life. The blood vessels seem to have a journey towards the iris, trying to take over and create a failure. Just as in reality, people who do not have much sleep, are very ill, or have hit rock bottom, have very red eyes due to a malfunctioning system.
Moreover, I would like to include these rough sketches as an interpretation of my research into the human body. With these sketches, I began to explore different techniques of sketching, one of which I used a mirror to draw my right hand using my left, which is both difficult yet intriguing.
Inspired by Chuck Close, I have created this visual response. It is a 40 by 60 acrylic on canvas, and have created flesh tones using similar primary and secondary colors within geometric shapes. Furthermore, the purpose of this piece was not to make it photorealistic. However, it was made to show how distorting an image or idea of someone can create a negative impact on how they are seen and viewed. However, as looks may be deceiving, one must look past that and focus from a distance to uncover someone's or something's nature and true colors.
A 50 by 80 centimeter observational piece consisting of mixed media of chalk, watercolor, and acrylic paint. Fascinated with the natural world, I originally created the representation of the lily from the garden, and initially interested in the gradient of color from within the ovaries towards the petals. From a variety of colors to choose from, this species of lily had a personal emotional attachment to me, as it's a painting painted as a memory of a passing relative whose name Lily. This lily symbolizes purity, a sign of rebirth into a new world and into a new life. After completing this painting, I was extremely proud of myself, as the goal was to paint this solely out of memory and in under 5 hours. The surprising aspect is that I have not drawn a representation of a flower in over 10 years. By far, this is one of the most meaningful pieces that I have done. It is a 65 by 100 centimeter final piece done digitally on Photoshop. It combines a painting I have done and images from online. The position in which the murky figure is in establishes a meaning of reaching out. Without context, the figure seems as if it's reaching out into the unknown. However, its purpose is to be viewed as a spiritual figure. Inspired by Freydon Rasali, the spirituality is shown as a translucent figure which merges with its background. This image expresses the nourished consciousness as a spirit, a soul, an alien-like and powerful figure. Removing the identity from a person conceals their purpose and all that comes with their individuality. This initiates a simpler, more powerful form to the spectators, as it introduces an element of imagination and allows them to develop an understanding of the figure. This final piece consists of spray paint and acrylic. It is a meter by 70 centimeter canvas, which was inspired by the Egyptian Revolution of 2011. Experimentation with spray paint, stencils, and usage of paper create texture in the piece. Initially, this piece was meant to show a sense of freedom and pride in the country. However, the side effects of the revolution started progressing and resulted in crumbling country and economy. With this hypothesis prior to its occurrence, my intention was to use spray paint to my advantage to create a crackling surface on the canvas. Therefore, this created the piece to be viewed and evaluated in two different timelines. The darkness within is a sequence of pieces that portray a sense of being trapped and not being able to escape. Through these steps, the viewer can reflect to it. My purpose of this piece was to create an atmosphere in which more than one individual can relate, showing the different types and stages of what bullying can lead to. To get the impression that one's emotions can be trapped through physical expression. But deep inside, that person is trapped. The mirror-like material allows the viewer to reflect themselves into the concept of being trapped. As well as individuality, this piece creates a sense of conformity, as all or one person can reflect to it. If the material was a mirror instead of a reflecting material, then it would show the darkness from the viewer's point of view. This is a 1 meter by 65 centimeter oil painting, which is initially meant to be an installation piece where audience will write their opinions and of these figures. The intention is to evaluate the choice of language and relate to audience population of higher education multicultural students. The comparison of the two body types is essential to portray varied opinions, of course. This piece is within a series of pieces portraying the female figure and its importance in modern-day society. Due to the pressure on women in today's society, women force themselves to strive for what is assumed to be the ideal body. It is painted on card to allow easy mobility to different locations in order to get different opinions. Another piece linking with the theme of women in modern-day society is a visual response of Venus de Willendorf. It was inspired by this prehistoric sculpture and is roughly about the same size. It resembles a modern-day Venus as it has been shaped by what media is trying to accomplish in the model and beauty industry, which are plus-sized models. The limestone material used in Venus de Willendorf sculpture was not accessible, therefore the similar material used is plaster. Similarities between limestone and plaster are that they are both soft rocks and easily scratched, therefore it's easy to sculpt out of. A problem with these substances is when they come in contact to liquid they deteriorate and lose their strength. The simple woman has not been painted, portraying an essence of simplicity and expresses the intention providing the audience with the opportunity to evaluate the object individual using their own knowledge and understanding. However, if the sculpture was painted, the imagination of the audience would be limited.
Returning to the most crucial theme that impacts the world of women is how they are seen within modern-day society. Sadly, I have not shed any light on the pressures males face in our society, as there are not as many cases of bulimia and anorexia in males as there are in females. I have created these magazine covers digitally using Photoshop to provide insight on how large industries impact women from a young age and on what beauty is all about. These covers are in a sequence of positive to more and more provocative and negative. I believe the main two aspects of society that impact young women most are the beauty industry in advertisements and social media.
This is my final piece, which will be used as an installation, where students and teachers will provide their opinion. However, it would be anonymously, only stating their gender.
This is one of the most provocative yet most accurate